I mean, he's got a point.
He's not worried about
He's not
life.
wrong.
He's just like, we got to lose 2 days. Jeez Louise. Oh, I love it. Makes me happy. Yeah. But no, there's just so much to this. Like, I'm excited. I mean, I never thought 8 minutes would be a lot to talk about, but that's what this show has done to me.
Well, we have something this film is almost famous for is the amount of times you see doors being closed and opened, and how it like a lot of when I was breaking up the chapters, a lot of them start or end with a door being opened or door being closed, with all the kind of the port wheels and we have a nice shot of one here when they enter into the lab. I just liked pointing that out. We have it like focusing on that twin lever door with the close and the open arrows. I like that, and also the key. Dr. McAllister's key, which has very little to do with any. It's something you kind of forget. I think I've never really noticed how much screen time the key gets in this film before, but it's really focused on, and that's the key where that's behind the door that key fits is where she keeps the data for the shark experiment they're about to do. But it's not. There's so much screen time, but it's so unimportant at the end of the day.
The glass of water, too. I would say between that and Signs, those are two of the best glasses of water I've ever seen in my life. In a movie.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah. I'm talking glass, not like a paper cup.
Or just a receptacle.
Yeah. I mean, a plastic cup of water, Jurassic Park, sure. Glass of water in a glass. Water in a glass. Signs in Deep Blue Sea. I love it.
I'll allow it.
Any other questions?
Thank you.
Any other questions?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Any other questions, random things for us that you were watching this from, Sean?
No, I think that I've squeezed them all. Okay, yes, other questions, yes. Jim and what's her name, the blonde lady, Janice, are having a thing. Is that just only in the deleted scenes and that wasn't brought up again?
They were kind of chatty and pally together at the birthday party, and she when she introduces him to Russell, she says that he's the greatest man she's ever known. So it's kind of alluded to. It could have been played off as being like a crush. It's only in the deleted scenes that you find out that there's a proper relationship, and that there's another after Jim is no longer with us. Janice has a kind of a breakdown deleted scene later on that we'll get to. So it's mainly in the deleted scenes.
It's gnarly though. She's pregnant in the deleted scene, and then the way the shark eats her, like, it's so mean. I'm glad they got rid of that, because that's full on Nightmare on Elm Street 4 right there from Rennie Harlan. Some of these kills in this movie.
I'm glad they got rid of it too, because it reinforces my theory that Janice is a robot that we kind of talked about last week.
Oh my god.
Her expository dialogue drops are
so
epic.
No one can remember that much.
So she's like Blade Runner, kind of. Wait, Alicia Vikander from Ex Machina?
Yeah, that works. Yeah, I think she is Jim's creation. He's had so many. He's had at least 2 ex-wives that he's tired of trying to find a new one and decided to make one instead.
Whoa.
That's my headcanon for Deep Blue Sea. There's not enough going on. It's got to be a robot assistant.
So what? Like the shark eats her though. That's pretty interesting.
But it cuts her in half, and you see that the top half of her, kind of like Bishop in Aliens.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. You mentioned Alien or Aliens, and I actually thought of that watching this, because the scene where they all get up in the morning and they sit down and they're eating cake and all that, it reminded me of the scene in the opening of Aliens where they first wake up and they're eating. I was reminded of that kind of camaraderie between coworkers, who are friendly like that. And when you mention the way that Janice acted when he dies, it reminds me very much of Veronica Cartwright reacting to Dallas's death in Alien, where I think Ridley Scott said that it was implied that they were having a thing. I don't know, just made me think of that.
Oh, wow.
I've never heard.
Yeah.
But really, we're talking about stuff after this chapter. We should probably keep it within the chapter.
No, I mean, we explore. I mean, that's the first time that we've had aliens brought into this. That makes me happy. So what's your first, Sean, what's your first experience with Deep Blue Sea? I'm curious.
I saw it when it first came out on, VHS or DVD or something like that, maybe in 1999. Wait, was it? Yeah. And I remember I almost bought it on DVD in Best Buy, and something changed my mind. So I literally have not seen this movie in over 20 years since it first came to DVD. I don't think I remember going back on YouTube and watching the famous scene where Samuel L. Jackson dies, because of course that is truly jarring. I mean, everybody mentions that scene when you talk about this movie. But watching the first I don't know how many minutes for this is the first time I've seen any other part of the movie since then. So I remember liking it. I felt watching it now, there's something slightly dated about the production design, and the acting isn't quite
It's perfect.
where I feel.
It's perfect. We will hear no bad words said about the acting in TV6
But
or the production design. We will
things
hear
like-
you may criticize some of the special effects, and that is all.
Well, yeah. I used to have a podcast about classic Doctor Who. I don't think I have any place criticizing special effects. But I don't think sharks make that noise and that whooshing noise in the water when they swim around real fast. But somebody should get Mythbusters on that. But what was I talking about? Yeah, I know what happens at the end of the movie. I know who survives. And I remember there is a great scene with LL Cool J in that oven. And you think he's dead, I think. And you're completely wrong. I don't think the parrot makes it, if memory serves.
The parrot does not make it.
The parrot does not make it, yeah. But yeah, that's my memories. And I'm probably going to go back and watch the whole thing. And I would have watched the whole thing, but there's like time and drinking and work and drinking to be done and things like that, and movies for other podcasts. And I didn't have, I just, you know.
You can watch along with us as we release them week by week. Just
I think I shall.
It's all in the Dropbox.
And also, there's the shot, like, I love this scene where at the end when he comes up with the shark and Michael Rappaport says, or Scoggin says, you know, who ordered the fish. But I love when Susan, she gives Carter Blake a look. I don't know if you noticed that. She's like, all right. Did you pick up on that?
Almost a smile.
Yeah, almost.
Almost happy.
Yeah, but I kind of hear her saying like, about Carter when he takes that thing
Is
up
that
there.
Carter or the fish?
Yeah.
Which one is she happy to see?
Yeah, it's the fish. You're right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's her
My
kid.
baby.
That's her baby. Yeah,
Yeah.
She's the mother.
Yeah, the Dr. Frankenstein. Yeah.
Do you think this fish or the shark right now is like these dummies just waiting?
Yeah. Any second now.
Mash, eh? Wait, no, it's turned him into a gangster from Chicago.
Yes.
Bugsy Malone.
Edward
Jim
G.
Scoggins, eh?
Sharkinson.
Yeah, Edward G. Sharkinson. No, a lot. You're right, though. A lot happens in this, though. They swim backwards. They take out the cameras. I've never questioned it, though. I've never been like, yeah, right. I've just loved this moment. It seems to work.
Yeah, it's generally only the shark swimming backwards that I have a problem with, just because it would have to go into our alternate universe kind of thing, where in this world sharks somehow have the ability to swim backwards that humans don't know about. Which again could be the case with our world. We don't know because they're all surprised that the sharks swim backwards. You know, it's in the world where Mika Hakkinen won the Formula One in the wrong time, and everything else we've established couldn't possibly happen.
And then you got Stellan Skarsgård trying to stay focused.
Yeah. So there's a fake out where you almost think Carter is dead at one point, where when he's trying to catch the shark and he's set up like a decoy where he goes without his oxygen tank, so the shark attacks it, and everyone thinks, oh, well, Carter's not replying. What's going on? What if Carter had died at that point? What if that was how would that affect the shark's plan?
The shark just comes up.
Just unaided, and they suspect nothing.
Oh, Carter must have gone the other way.
Where's Carter? We'll find him. Let's do the test. Let's run the test now.
Yeah, he's
Just
probably
forget
fixing
about
a fence. He's probably knick-knacking. We can't see. He's probably working with
He's
the cameras.
playing with the other shark.
Knacking.
Yeah. He's down there fixing the cameras. Yeah, let's just do this.
He's putting the wrenches away again.
And what's that in the shark's mouth? I think I see some neoprene. No.
It's another license plate. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I meant to ask, did you know if that license plate matched the one in Jaws?
It did.
It does, yes.
It does? Okay. Yeah.
We've established that it is maybe the exact same license plate, and this is set in the Jaws universe.
And
I see.
it's cursed.
Carter was once trained by Quint.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if it is, okay, all right.
No,
If it's in the Jaws universe and sharks are telepathic in that universe, then maybe it's okay for sharks to swim backwards as well.
Whoa. Because that shark was definitely telepathic.
I mean, I'm convinced.
In Jaws' Revenge, that shark traced the family. It was the It Follows creature. It went for their exact locations.
I
It
have
went
to
from-
watch Jaws: The Revenge to continue this podcast, because I really don't want to.
It's wonderful.
It's not what I've heard.
It is. Listen, I love it. I love that Lorraine Brody is the star of it. Mario Van Peebles said on set that he came up with all of his own dialogue. The shark looks worse than the shark from Jaws, and it's telepathic. It sets a trap in the beginning to kill one of the Brody clan. And then it goes to kill this little girl, but it misses on a banana boat and wipes out an unsuspecting lady on a banana boat. But then it follows. Everywhere they go, it follows creature.
I mean, I want to watch it just because Michael Caine's in it.
He bought a villa with that movie, he said.
Yeah. He's never seen the film, but he's seen the beach house at Paper.
But there's only like 4 kills in that movie, isn't there?
What?
If I remember.
What?
Yeah, there's not many. So they kill the kid in the beginning, and then, they kill the kid in the beginning. It wipes out the banana boat lady. They originally supposed to kill Mario Van Peebles, but he lives in one cut of the film. So, I'd say, everyone else lives. There's not many deaths in it.
Yeah, this doesn't sound like there's any reason to watch it at all.
You should, man. Trust me.
You know, it's boring, but the bad stuff is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I mean, the way that they kill the shark at the end.
Yeah, it swims in. It roars. The shark roars.
Hang on, wait. A shark roars.
The shark roars.
Okay. Above water or underwater?
Above water.
Above water. It roars.
Yeah, it's.
Does it have a mane?
It might be a little suicidal because it swims right into a shark.
Okay, I'm back in.
Yeah, it's.
Show me a suicidal shark. I'm back in.
See, my theory is it's a private detective that was hired by the Jaws family to go get them, and it was endowed with power. That's my theory. Wait a minute.
Wait, hold on. Am I having a stroke? Did you just say that the shark is a private detective?
Yes.
That was already in Bugsy Malone.
That was that they hired.
All right. So the first shark from Jaws is killed. All right. So then the second shark, which might be a cousin, brother, spouse, who knows, goes after the clan again. That gets killed. So the family's like, listen, we got to stop sending our own in there. So in Jaws 3, they find this shark that can kind of almost teleport. Oh, well, we'll go get the kids. Haha, like we'll pay it back. We'll be fine because Brody's not there. It's the kids. So they send this teleporting shark. That one fails. So they're like, gosh, man, like we've had this teleporter. We've had all this. All right, listen, we got to go get this private detective. We hear about him. He's in the Mariana Trench. We'll go send for him. We'll bring him. We got to pay him a lot. We got to give him about 8 seals and some buried treasure. He's a psychic. And so they give him something of the Brodies, and it sniffs it, and then it goes and kills the son, and then it hunts the family down.
But so in the beginning, in the prequel of Jaws 4, it's actually just down in the Mariana Trench with like a pipe and a deerstalker hat.
Yeah, it's retired. It's retired.
Yeah.
This is one last job for it.
Yeah, one last job. And, it's just like, it's last day of retirement. They always get killed or something.
Exactly.
Actually, in the novelization of Jaws 4, I think they explain away the intelligence of the shark with like voodoo or something.
Yeah, it's voodoo. That was in the original script. So they gave the writer of the novel the script. So he's like, okay, I'll turn this into a book. And then they completely changed the script. And then the book comes out, and it's just completely different from the script. And so that's why people kind of love it. But yeah, I mean, Mariana Trenching, that's the name of the movie. It's just him reading books that are waterlogged, but he's trying. He or she is trying. Hanging out, solving crimes down in the bottom of the ocean. And that just wanted to, you say, it's, when people move to the country, that's what this shark did.
Yeah, exactly.
And in Jaws Revenge, it's very slow. That's because it's almost retired. It's like De Niro from The Score. So, it's just, and it's trying to hunt down Edward Norton's. And kind of that's just the way the movie goes.
So that my question is, Jay, are you going to edit out this podcast gold? Because it is podcast gold.
No, of course not. This is all staying in, Sean.
Nothing to do with Deep Blue Sea other than sharks.
It's as relevant as most of our episodes are. So it's all staying in.
I needed it because I'm not going to remember this. I just blacked out and came out with all that stuff.
Don't you worry, Mark. It's all staying in there.
Good. That's gold right there. That's Deep Blue Sea podcast gold.
This is what the fans want. Rambling tangents.
Well, now you're going to get, reviews. Well, they talked about Jaws 4 for 5 minutes. I want my 5 minutes back.
Yeah.
It's not how time works, my friend.
So we'll release a Deep Blue Sea episode 8 Jaws cut. Like a Blade Runner type thing.
As long as we're not doing an episode entirely on Jaws of Revenge, that's absolutely fine.
Okay, that sounds good.
This can be fast.
Yeah, we release director's cuts of every single episode, or we add additional footage just to get more downloads.
That's what you did with Patreon. You upload those onto Patreon.